Good morning, good morning, good morning.
How's it going, everybody?
It is a gorgeous, gorgeous morning, guys. Check this out. We have not had a day this nice in a minute, it feels like. What do you think?
Man, the sun is shining. I'm getting ready to take this jacket off here in just a minute, actually. It feels great out here.
I'm actually in a little light long sleeve and a shirt representing my brother's business right there. Get a shot of the back. Okay. Yeah. My brother, he owns a steel company there in Florida, and they do everything from building big buildings to building gates and stuff. So if you're in Florida, Central Florida, around about Tampa area, hey, hit him up. He does good work. Me and him used to own a steel company a long, long time ago for about 12 years together before the recession happened in 08, and we had to shut it all down. I am definitely the picture of what that recession was. I lost a lot, guys. I lost a lot, which is kind of one of the reasons why I have the mindset that I have right now as far as being more self-sustainable and kind of all of that stuff, and being prepared for the kind of stuff like that, because I lost my house and 2 businesses during that time. Really 3 businesses. One just kind of made it through it, but didn't last much longer after that. My sports bar, I don't know if y'all know that or not on here. I don't know if I've talked about it, but I owned a steel company for about 12 years. I had a sister company that ran with the steel company for a couple of those years there. That was a home renovating company. And then towards the end of the recession, after I lost my house and shut the companies down, I ended up moving up towards this guy again. And I actually opened a sports bar for 2 years. And worst business decision I ever made. I think I ended up averaging 8 cents an hour. I think I did the math on it after I shut it down. Never open a restaurant at the end of a recession or kind of in the middle of it or whatever. Not a good business plan, but I had nothing else going on at the time, and I wanted to make a change. And y'all know me, guys. When I decide to make a change, I just go after it. So no fear here.
Big changes.
But I did. But I also believe that everything happens for a reason, because at that time, I didn't even have a high school diploma. I was a business owner forever, and just didn't need it. And while I was renovating that restaurant, I kept driving by this college, little satellite college, that said free GED testing. And my daughter was getting to the age of middle school, and I'm always preaching school, so I decided to pull in there and get my education. And did not know at the time that that was going to change my life. I ended up getting my GED, and that prompted me to go to college, because I did the walk thing for my mom, because she always wanted to see me graduate. So when I got my GED, I got the cap and gown and did all of that while I was in the back of the room. And there were some people up front that had ribbons and what's happenings on, and I didn't have no ribbons. And so I was like, what's those ribbons? And they was like, well, they graduated with honors and all that. And I was like, what is that? I'm just an old country boy, right? And they told me. And so later on that night at dinner, I told them I was going to go to college. And they laughed at me. They said, you ain't going to college. About a year later from that dinner, I started my first semester at the college, the same college that sign was at.
Yep.
But I was at the main college, and that was like a satellite one. Oh, y'all getting a history lesson on old Milkman this morning. So I ended up going to college there, and I wanted to be, I wanted my ribbons. My first degree that I got, I graduated with a 3.87 GPA.
Dang, almost all A's.
Yep. Pretty much was on the dean's list the whole time I was in college for 8 years. I was on the dean's list. I don't think my GPA's ever dropped below 3.5, I believe. Pretty high, not too bad for an old country boy, right? Well, the cool thing about it is That same college that I pulled in to get my GED, I ended up being over years later because I worked for the same college doing IT. And I ended up being over all of the remote sites for the college for IT.
That's a transformation.
Yeah, you want to talk about full circle.
Man.
But I tell everybody that having the restaurant was the worst business decision I ever made. But it's funny how things lead you into a direction.
Yep.
By me pulling in there while I was renovating my restaurant, and then also the restaurant not performing and doing what I thought it was going to do, led me to go to college to do IT, which ended up turning into my second career.
So the worst decision you ever made ended up being the best decision you ever made.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's funny how that works. So yeah, a little history lesson of how I got here. And then now that I'm getting further up in years, I don't feel like I'm old by any means, but I'm definitely not a spring chicken. Now I'm chasing that next phase, and that's retirement and retiring the way that I want to. And that is out here being self-sustainable. For me, it's not all about the money. It's about being able to depend on yourself for things. And money makes the world go around. Let's not get it twisted. You definitely got to have it in this day and age.
True.
For sure. But for me, I want this more simpler. Me grow as much of my food as I can. Me raise as much food as I can. And stuff like that. So that's kind of what I'm going for now. I had no intention on talking about all of this morning when I turned the camera on. But, you know, so, hey, we keep it real up in here, right? You know, just whatever comes to the brain is what we talk about. And I think that's why this channel does as good as it does, because it's very authentic, and we just keep it real up in here. What I really wanted to talk about today is Ryder went missing, guys, for 2 days. And it's the reason why I did not make a come on keeping it real yesterday. To say the least, I've been a little upset. And Ryder, I love the goats and I love Eclipse and everything right there, but Ryder's my dude. Like, Ryder is my dude. Ryder hangs out with me all day, every day. All day, every day. He's here right now. I wish he understood me better, because I want him to know he's in a lot of trouble. But he don't care. He just wants to snuggle. Apparently, Ryder wandered off pretty far. Ryder don't normally leave anywhere.
Yeah.
Like, he's always, like, within the edge of the property. And, like, as soon as I open up a door and come outside, he's, like, psh, right at my feet. Always. And he actually went missing. And it's a little emotional for me, guys. I ain't even gonna lie to you. You know, I'm a big dude. I'm 6'2", 220 pounds, and don't look like I'm a softie, but you know, when it comes to my animals, I'm a softie. I'm not even gonna lie. I mean, I can distinguish like pets from like homestead animals and stuff like that. I mean, I will be doing processing and stuff like that in my own food and stuff, and I can separate the two. But the ones that are the pets and that you know, get an attachment with, it's hard. It's hard. And man, I can't tell you how much searching I've done in the last 2 days. And this guy actually found him.
Yep. When I kept telling him I was trying to, you know, I'm thinking of his blood pressure, and I'm like, you know, Uncle D just, you know, I'm sure he's just out doing some tomcatting, or he's doing some exploring, or this or that. And yeah, when we actually went to go rescue the kayaks, I decided just to ride down the road a little bit, and I don't know, something was telling me, go search. I seen some other cats in one of the abandoned houses around here, so Lissa spotted Ryder. She was like, look, there he is up on the hill. So I was like, is it really Ryder? I don't know, but I called him and he came right to me, and we didn't get him right away. He actually got me with a pretty good battle wound. Check that out. Man, yeah, he scratched the tar out of me. But
Ryder don't like cars.
Yeah, we had him in the car, and then he realized he was in a car, and he went berserk. We had the window down. He jumped and ran out into the field, but he made his way back.
Yeah. And let me show you. Oh, Ryder, what are you doing? I'm telling the guys about you being a bad boy. I'm telling them about you being a bad boy. Why did you leave? You had daddy all worried. And also, Eclipse is in heat right now, so I have her on the runner so she can't go run over there and mess with the boys. And so she's out here just lounging out, enjoying the sun over there, lounge basing. But everybody has been asking about Midnight. All right, let's talk about Midnight, guys. Midnight is not social at all. At all. Hold, let me turn. Let me get y'all out the sun. Midnight is not a social cat.
Antisocial.
Antisocial.
Yeah.
And I have a feeling he's always, or she's always going to be. She's just not that type of cat. She don't want to snuggle, stuff like that. Every once in a while she'll come up. I think I did a video on Come On Homesteading about 5 videos ago or whatever, where Midnight was in a nice mood and decided to come up in the middle of the yard to me and let me pet her and everything else. That's a very rare thing, guys.
It was way out of the blue.
Yeah. She's just not social. I mean, she's here, but she's never going to be Ryder. She's never going to come up and do all of that stuff. And more than likely, we can go through this tent here, and she's probably in here lounging because this is her favorite spot. Midnight, are you in here? Midnight. She might have already rode out because she heard me outside of here talking.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I think that's what happened.
Yeah, I think so too. I think she's done rode out on me. But typically she hangs out right there. Inside there. I will come in there 90% of the time. Of course, she ain't there whenever I'm talking on camera. But she hangs out in there. She'll hang out on the shelves or in the wheelbarrow or whatever. That's her safe space, I guess.
Yep.
And, you know, it is what it is. But Tim was here. I think he's done a couple of videos, and I'm sure Midnight was on there. And also he talked about it the other day on my live or whatever, that Midnight is safe, secure. He had a visual. And
oh yeah.
Funny thing is my ex-mother-in-law messaged me a couple of weeks ago because she ain't seen Midnight in the videos or whatever. She wanted a proof of life picture. So I sent her a picture. Yeah, she's just not social. She's a good cat and she's doing her job. I mean, I don't mind her hanging out in her and this kind of being her spot, because there's a lot of stuff stored and packed up and stuff like that, and it will be doing a great job of keeping rats and snakes and stuff out of all my stuff in here. So I don't mind that being her little spot. I've tried, and like I said, every time I feed her, I mean, most of the time that's whenever I can get a little bit of affection from her, is during grocery time. But even sometimes, even with groceries, she'll wait until I leave to go up there and eat. So it's just the way that she is.
Oh, I didn't know if you wanted to or not, but do you want to spill a little beans about something else?
Yeah, let's spill some beans. Here, you spill the beans.
I'll spill the beans. So, this morning was a big morning. Last night I talked about it a little bit on our live, but this morning a lot happened. Big changes just came on Come On Mountain this morning about 9 o'clock. Check it out. Check out what's no longer here. The truck is gone.
Yeah.
It was parked right here. And the tow truck company finally came out, sent by the insurance company. So now that that's loaded up and gone, we can get the process of having it paid off, and we can get on our journey of searching for a new vehicle. Yes.
He got his toolbox and all that stuff out, his Reese hitch and a couple other odds and ends stuff. So yeah, I'm not going to lie. I'm also glad that it's gone, because it's been right here behind my ride for what, about a month now?
I would say, yeah, about a month.
What are you doing, girl? What are you doing? We'll come over here and say hi to Eclipse. What are you doing? What are you doing, huh? What are you doing? Huh? Yep, she's in heat right now, guys. She's in heat. Got to keep the boys away, huh? Got to keep them boys away, huh? Yeah. Yeah, but everybody's enjoying this weather, guys. It is amazing today. And also, I've had people ask about the old Jeep right there.
Still
It's
dinging.
still good, still dinging. I have to get that fixed. It cranks, runs, everything fine. It just throws the belt. There's a pulley off or something off somewhere.
Yep.
And I just haven't had time to look at it. And I'm definitely about to here soon. Hopefully we get done with this rain. I mean, honestly, it's been so rainy, I wouldn't have drove it anyways.
Yeah.
But hopefully we're getting close to that. Springtime's coming and stuff, so I'll be riding out on the old Jeep.
That gas saver.
Yeah, that gas saver. Save me some of those pennies, you know what I'm saying?
Man.
So definitely going to get on that here soon. Me and Mike is working on that here very, very shortly. It is supposed to storm again tomorrow, guys. Surprise, surprise.
Imagine that.
We're supposed to get over 1.5 inches of rain tomorrow. I'm going to get some stuff done today. I got the sawmill fixed, which y'all seen on a previous video on Come On Homesteading. And also, I believe, Tim, my last video with Tim milling on it. So the sawmill is back up. So I will be doing some milling today, getting as much siding as we can get done. Tomorrow will be a wash day because it's raining. But Friday,
Oh yeah.
me and this guy right here, we're going to go ahead and frame in and side the outdoor kitchen. Go ahead and get that going, and then also just keep milling. Keep that siding coming. Hopefully, if Mother Nature, do not hold me to this, and I don't want a bunch of negative comments. If Mother Nature works with us this coming up week, hopefully by the end of the week, this thing will be completely sided. I don't see no reason why it shouldn't be. Mother Nature would be the only thing stopping, because now that we got the trusses up, I paid my debt to Country Road Cure for our little barter. Got all that done. Uber's coming back today. And now I'm 100% focused back on my project. And we're going to get it in. We got quite a big stack. This ended up being a longer one than I thought, guys.
Oh, yeah.
We got a decent little stack right now. So we definitely got enough to get going, and Mike's got to work for the next 2 days.
Yep.
So I'm going to be milling while he's working, and then when he gets off in, midday, a little after midday, he's going to come over and start burning. That way we can have an assembly line going, because it takes a lot of sightings, guys. Which, if you watch some of Tim's videos for him being out here this last week, he'll tell you and show you in those videos, this building is a lot bigger than it looks on camera. It's a big building. It's as big as my cabin. So,
hey, speaking of Tim and the mill, this is something that really amazes me. As hard as work as it is to put in on the mill, not one person who has ever been here used that mill wasn't excited.
Yeah.
When you use that mill, it is thrilling. It's just something about taking your own logs from a tree and making it wood for you to use for work. It's exhilarating.
But it is a slow process.
It is.
I mean, you save money and all of that, but you lose time.
It's excruciatingly slow, actually. Like,
And then especially the siding that we're doing, it's even more steps, because not only do we have to mill it and all that, then we also have to burn it.
Yep.
Then we have to install it. So
and it takes a long time.
It takes a long
that
time.
Torch, man. That torch is just.
Yeah, it takes time, especially with it's not 100% dry. It is by the time we get done torching it, but to start with, it's not. And yeah, I would love to just have a nice building to set the stuff up underneath and let it dry for a year and all of that. But I mean, those logs has been down for almost a year.
Right.
I mean, the ones that we're using, about 8 months. So I mean, that's as dry as it's going to get right now. I got to get to work, you know what I mean? All right, guys, we're approaching 20 minutes on this thing. I think we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. I'm sorry for not putting a video out yesterday. I will do one this weekend to make up for it, guys. But I wasn't in the right headspace. My mentals was all messed up yesterday.
Yeah.
Missing that guy. Whoop, right there. So I think Ryder is about to get a vet visit, and I believe Ryder is about to get fixed. I don't need that kind of stress in my life.
Actually, whenever that happens, we're gonna hopefully schedule it the same day. We can go and get our cat fixed also, and then we'll be able to let our cat walk around a little bit more.
Yep, absolutely. All right, guys, well, I hope everybody has an amazing Tuesday, And have a productive week, guys, and do something nice for somebody today. And until we see each other again, come on, keep it real.